My name is Nora Campbell. I was a student graduate of George Williams in 1972. However, I was a faculty member starting in 1970 until the end of the college. Well, I had just graduated with an undergraduate degree in physical education, had my first teaching job in the suburbs of Chicago. I was driving down 31st Street and I saw this sign for this still unfinished college. It said George Williams College, never heard of it. Turned in, drove around, saw this building going on, checked in. They had a graduate program in physical education 2 miles from where I lived. So I signed up, started there before Lowry Center was even finished, and it's been a magic moment for me for the rest of my life. Paul Dunsing, actually he's the gentleman whose position I took when he retired. And he was the one that introduced me to rhythmic gymnastics, which became my career for the next 30 years. And without them, my whole life would have been different. Well, the fact that he introduced me to he called it modern gymnastics, and I took his job. He recommended me for his job when he retired, and so it determined my career path until I retired. Because after the college closed, then I was offered a position with USA Gymnastics as the first director of rhythmic gymnastics in the United States. So that's what took me to all the Olympic Games and all the World Championships and everything. So, you know, that little meeting with Paul Dunsing, we had, you know, the volleyball was one of the Olympic sports that kind of developed at George Williams, as was rhythmic gymnastics, kind of developed and at George Williams. We hosted the first national championship ever for the sport. Then it was entered into the Olympics in 1984, and it's been an Olympic event ever since. And it was just magical. We supported each other so much. There was just so much support, and we were very personal with our students in terms of wanting them to do their very best, and that fed back to us. It was wonderful. I think the direction George Williams College is going up here on this campus is wonderful. The whole educational aspect that they've added, because it used to be, you know, just kind of a recreational place to come for people, and now they've got, as I understand it, they offer full curriculum up here for different kinds of educational things. And I think that the mission of George Williams College is being carried out up here in that whole human service aspect, which drew all of us to the college in the first place.